Hello everybody, welcome back to GK Plays Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. In this episode we're going to try and do as much cleanup as possible. We're on 67%, that is nowhere near good enough. So we're going to be heading into Boneyard to get our relic. And we're going to get as many relics as possible and gems as well. We've got the red gem actually, so we're going to get the relic first because that's the harder of the two. And then we're going to go and get the clear gem from... whatchamajigger. Now the relics, as you already know, are basically time trials. So you need to complete the level in a set time to get a certain colour of relic. And now there are three types. You've got sapphire, you've got gold, and platinum. Now to get the game's completion meter to go up, you need to get at the very minimum a gold in every level. Platinum will not actually get you anything except bragging rights. But obviously now we've got these speed shoes, it should be much easier to get the golds. Would have been really nice to have had invincibility here, but never mind. Now there are some levels that are obviously way harder than others to get time trials on. Looking at you, plane levels and the jet ski levels. However, we've already done those in the main playthrough, so we are gravy. It's all gravy. Go away, Mr. Mudman. Now, the dinosaur will get all the boxes, which includes the time crate, so don't worry too much about getting them all. When you're running away from her, she will get them all for you. I cannot confirm if she's a he or a she. She is an it. And I am assuming she is a woman on the basis that she is completely pissed. There's a gold. Sweet! I'll pop our name in, GNK. It's my initials. Apologies as well if you can hear a fan in the background, by the way. It is very hot here in the UK right now. We have a bit of a heat wave going on. It was 31 or 30 degrees today, I think it was. So yeah, not good. So as you can see, all of these levels that we could get the relic in, we've already got. So we've just gotten Boneyard. And all the ones that we could do without the running shoes, we've already done. So no worries there. So we're going to go back into Boneyard and we're going to get that gem. Now, you're going to see a lot of that in this episode, or episodes, depending on how I cut this. But that's okay, because you do have to do levels multiple times. That's absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that. So, what we're going to do is, we don't have to run like this, but I want to get through the level as fast as I can. And get to the red gem path. Now, it's just a little after the second chase, I believe. And again, I'm not too worried about getting the collectibles. We've already done all that. Some extra lives would be nice, but at 41, I think we're doing A-okay. Grab a mask just to be safe. You'll also notice during the time trials that boxes tend to be in different places as well. Like they'll see, physical location will be the same, but what they contain will change. Red gem path, wonderful. I do hope you're all keeping safe and well. Obviously, with what's going on in the world, I do hope you're keeping well and safe. Now, in these gem paths, what will usually happen is you'll get a metal checkpoint because there's no boxes here. Because obviously that would be unfair on the basis that a lot of these, what they normally do is they actually lead you to the end of the level. It's just like an alternative route. Now, even an early level like Boneyard can be quite taxing on alternative paths because they tend to assume that you've done most of, if not all of the game at this point, which is a fair assumption. There's a checkpoint there. Because obviously the red gem you don't get until quite a bit later in the game, so you're not going to find it. You're not going to find this path until a lot later on, so Oh, that's a shame. It's a long chase, that. We've got 40 lives. We're fine. A lot of these like alternative paths aren't too bad. There are a couple that are really quite hard. But if you've got all the powers and you wait until the end of the game, like now, like I have, you'll find them quite easy to deal with. Because, like I said, double jumps with the spinny death tornado thing, it makes for easy platforming. So that's that gem, and that's World 1 completed. Completed, that's a new word. Cool, on to World 2. As you can see, our meter has gone up ever so slightly. I'm going to also be showing you a few secrets in this episode as well, or in the episodes to come. 135 to win a sapphire. Now, normally the gold is quite a bit less, depending on the level. It could be 5 seconds less, it could be 20 seconds less, it just depends. So it's always worth checking. If you get the sapphire, by the way, and you want to double check the gold time, that is fine. You can do that. Ooh-ga-ga. Merlin hates my boobs, and he's a bully. I don't know. I'll make it up as I go along. That's Nitro. Great. Looking at me. Odd. Please don't cut me up. There's not many sounds I can make with my with just my mouth, but I can make a very odd lizard sound. Sorry, I'll stop it now. I quite like these medieval levels. They're quite cool. They're good fun. It's a shame they don't really feature after World 2. Oh no, it's one in World 3. There we go. So yeah, if you do get a platinum, like I said, there are bragging rights, but nothing more. The other thing to consider is there's also the developer times. The developer times never actually show up in the game, but you can Google them, and basically they're the best times by the actual game developers, and they're usually very hard. Again, you're never going to get anything for it, and you're never going to get recognition for it, but I think they're worth doing on the basis that, again, if you can get one level with a developer time, that's pretty incredible. Like, there are some really hard times there, and like I said, these guys know the game inside out. They made it, so oh bugger. See what I mean? Normally we'd have had to have waited there. Oh yeah, if you can get invincibility on these levels, you are laughing, because those net areas go by a lot faster. Oh, no, never mind. That sucks. The other thing to note as well, you never lose a life. Let's get rid of him. You never ever lose a life with the relic run. As soon as you hit that clock, you cannot lose a life. So, but you also probably noticed already there's no checkpoints either. So, yeah. Some of the longer levels become very interesting. Say, I know that's up there now. There's two. And there's our third one on the net section. And like I said, it really does speed him up, and also just makes a gold run a lot easier. But don't lose your head, because what happens is, when you are using the running shoes especially, what will happen is you'll lose the invincibility, and then your speed will change drastically, and that will alter your jumps. again, drastically. So just watch out for that. Once you've been playing this game a while, you sort of feel how long an invincibility will last, and what it's sort of, when it's running out, is time to sort of maybe slow things down a little bit just to get used to his speed again. Sometimes invincibility is actually one of the worst things you can do. So, like I said, these opening levels are not difficult in the slightest, not at all. No threat to us. Tomb Time, let's do that one. Boop, 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 boop. So how are you guys all doing? I think we have the purple gem, actually. There's only one colour gem we're missing, and I'm not sure which one it is. I think it might be the... Oh, it might be the purple one, actually. Let's have a little look. No, it's the... Yellow. Yellow. Bye-bye, Snake. This is a kind of hard trial, not because of the time. Because of the length of the level. Very easy to make a mistake when you're on one level for a while. These tomb levels are quite long. And also there's a lot of things that slow you down, like walls, for instance, like that, like the doors, for instance. So again, you shave a few seconds off, and a few seconds makes all the difference. I also believe in Crash 3, the time trials, there's always an opportunity to get an Uka mask, like an invincibility. Whereas in some of the other Crashes, not so much. Certainly in Crash 2, I've just been replaying that with my wife recently, and I noticed that they only really ever give you 2. I suppose it means that you don't just, like, cycle through a level, like, super quickly. Probably wasn't worth it, but never mind. Also, when you're doing a trial like this, I think I've mentioned it before, don't be scared to use your masks, like, take a hit. Especially if it means you can storm through an area very, very quickly, whereas normally it would take you a lot longer. There, nice and easy. Awesome, so that was Tomb Time. Now we can't... Oh yes, we can get the gem actually. Purple gem, wasn't it? So, we need to get the box gem as well, so I'm guessing there's going to be... I'm guessing there's going to be some boxes there. Oh, I know where it is. There's a door. There's a door. Yeah, I remember. So let's try and get all the boxes as well. There's 95 boxes to get, so quite a few. And again, guys, I'm sorry if these sort of episodes... Obviously, I know you've seen most of this already with the Let's Play, but obviously, you know, you're going to see some different paths, you're going to see some different bits and bobs and... Oh, bugger. You're going to see me die in some inventive new ways. That's what you're going to see. And a bonus. But yeah, no, you're going to get to see some new stuff, and I think that's always cool to see. I never like leaving a game unfinished if I can help it. If it's obviously going to be like, oh my god, it's going to take like 50 hours to complete, and then another 50 hours to complete, to like fully complete, then obviously that's a problem. That's a lot easier with a double jump, isn't it? There's also an entire level dedicated to this version of the game, which I want to show off as well. Again, this might be one episode, it might be two. At the moment, it's looking more likely it'll be one. Depends how the rest of the game treats me. Aruga. I've been playing a lot of classic Doom as well after completing the remake, or not the remake, but like yeah, here it is. After completing the 2016 version, I've been playing the classic version, and I've never actually finished it, like properly finished the original Doom. And I managed to get through episode 1, 2, and 3 in a couple of nights, and it was cool. I enjoyed it. Brought back a lot of memories. It was my first Doom 1993 was actually my very first video gaming experience. I remember my dad playing it on a PC, and I watched him play it. And I can't quite remember whether I saw Quake or Doom first, but it was one of ID Software's masterpieces that I saw first. Oh, okay. Oof. Yeah, that's when you want to do it, because the spikes won't hurt you unless you're actually physically on them when they move. Okay, now we're going to have to do some backpedaling because there's some boxes that we've obviously missed. And we've got one gem. Yeah, we've done some I don't like backpedaling in these sorts of levels. Okay, there's a box up there, which I'm going to need the bazooka for, I think, so I'm going to grab that in a bit. Oh, there's a checkpoint there, that's cool. Okay. Let's grab it now. I don't know why I've got my speed shoes on when I really don't need to be moving fast. Ooh, free life. It's never a bad thing. I did not touch that light. That was bullshit. Where is... There he is. I always stress myself out with these sorts of things. There's absolutely no need. There's nothing difficult here. But it is difficult because, like I said, there's... You can't really see. Okay, I think we're there, no more or less. The problem is now we're going to have to make our way back, and one wrong move, that's all it takes, and that's it. We got to do it all again. And the annoying part is, I've done all this before. I have platinum this game and Crash 2. I haven't platinum Crash 1 though. On the simple, there we go. It's all the boxes. I've platinumed it to the point where the original game is platinumed. Now the issue I have, when I say platinum, I mean trophies, by the way. The issue I have with Crash 1 is I cannot complete Stormy Ascent's time trial. So, Stormy Ascent was a bonus level that was actually left out of the original because it was deemed too hard, and it was only accessible via a debug menu. But in the remake, they decided to put it in for fun, which is awesome, but it's very difficult to complete in one life, and when your base time is something like 7 minutes. It's a long level. It's a very long level. That's World 2 done. 74%. Let's keep going. So yeah, it's a hard level, and like I said, I have not even finished it, let alone finished it within the time, let alone finished it within a time that's acceptable for a freaking gold. So yeah, I'm two trophies technically short for Crash Bandicoot 1, which I'm really irritated about, but I'll get there eventually. Right, so we have a time trial to do, and we also have a couple of the gems to pick up. Now, Dynamite is actually a very special level because there is a very special secret here. Balls. This game I find quite easy to gold. Relic run most of the levels. I'll be really honest, the only level I really... the only game out of the... bugger. The only game out of the original trilogy that I struggled to time trial, like, just the main game, is definitely 2. 2 is easily the hardest of the 3. Apart from, like I said, Stormy Ascent. That is obviously a DLC thing and an extra. So it's not part of the main game, really. Whereas this game I find quite forgiving in the relic department. Like, there's not these super mental times you've got to get, or you haven't got to, like, you know, have an iron thumb to even stand a chance or anything like that. It's fairly forgiving, and Crash 1 is the same. Even though that game was not designed for time trials, the original Crash 1 did not have time trials in it. That was something new for Crash 2, and they decided to put it into Crash 1, which I think is awesome. However, there are some very hard and very long levels, Sunset Vista and Road to Nowhere, looking squarely at you. Not that I had any trouble with those levels at all. What, no checkpoint? Oh, no, of course, it's time trial. Duh. I literally just said there's no, there's no checkpoints in time trials. Okay, I've got a mask, so I should be okay. Unless I make a serious error, I should be fine. There we go. Gold? Nice. It's almost impossible to not get gold. As long as you've got the speed shoes on and you're holding that R2 button down, it's pretty much impossible to... If you're going for gold, it's impossible to not... Like, it's very difficult to not get a gold. Now, we will be going back into that level because we need to get the gems. However, we can't get them until we've got the yellow gems, so we'll get those in a bit. Deep Trouble is done, thank God. High time. Okay, what's the target time for high time? 2 minutes 12. Okay. Yeah, it's a fairly long level, this. Not too difficult, but it's a fairly long one. We've already got the purple gem from this one. I always thought the purple gem was Flaming Passion, which is, I think it's level 23 or 24. But it's not. It's this one. The green gem is in Cortex's area. That wasn't smart. There we go. I'll be honest, this is the most frustrating part by far. If you can get past this, you're laughing. You're good to go. You can double jump that. You can do that and that. And again, you want to try and get the invincibility here if possible. Just because it makes getting the gold that much easier. Get rid of him. Yeah, this first section's easily the hardest bit, I think, in this level. So, again, take your time. Much better off being accurate. Getting that invincibility halfway through. There we go. That's what you want. And again, it just means we can run a little bit faster. We don't have to worry too much about these sorts of areas, and it means that these net areas go a lot faster. Well, they do when the carpets are cooperating. There we go. There we go, did it in half the time. What?! We did it in literally half the time, and we get a sapphire? Wow, okay, I'll be very intrigued to see what the gold time is. I haven't got a list of times here, so I'm just going through, but that's the first time I've gone through a level and not got gold. So let's... Wow. Wow, okay. Alright. Let's keep going for now. I'll come back to that, I think. I think that one's double header, so that one should be a relic. Yep, that's fine. That's what I mean. Sometimes it'll be 10 seconds shy of the Sapphire time. Other times it'll be like way down on the original time. So, jeez, should have to deal with that. Right, Mr. Luga Luga, you can go away. Yeah, you can bazooka those guys. They're not too threatening. Just keep out of the way. You can do this as well. I don't like doing this, but it is a nice, easy way of making sure you do get that gold. But there's no reason. Don't normally like stopping like that, but for a 5-second window, yeah, it's worth it. And again, it means we can hopefully... No, not worth it. I mean, the time's already wasted, but it means I'll have to waste another, like, 3 seconds getting up to a 3-second box, and it's like I can get those 3 seconds back at least. Like, a 3-second deficit is not... It's not the end of the world, but I'd rather not have another 3 seconds on top. That's the thing. In some levels, like High Time, for instance, the one we just did, you really do need to be careful what you're doing, because, like I said, it's very, very easy to add seconds on. Oh, there's only 2 masks in this one. And that should be a gold. Nice. Again, like I said, as soon as you got the speed shoes, golds are piecemeal. It's just, yeah, it's chicken feed. It's just, there's a couple of the levels, like I said, like High Time, where it can be a little difficult to, and we'll come back to that one, I think. So let's keep going. I think we're doing okay for time, so we're going to keep rolling for now. Sphinxinator. What's the gem requirement? I bet you it's the green gem. Oh, the blue gem. Okay, well, we've got the blue gem, so we can go. We can do this level twice over and get that. Don't forget, if you come back here, there's some free goodies. It's only a life and a couple of Wumpa, but it's worth it. Yeah, they take Wumpa away for the time trials as well, which makes sense, because I suppose if you're trying them over and over again, what happens is you'd end up with like 1,000,000 lives without even trying, which takes the challenge out of the game somewhat. Even though I generally regularly finish this game with... normally I'm in like the 50s when I come to lives, sometimes even higher. Crash 1 I can very easily get to 80, 90 lives, but Crash 2 for some reason I'm always stuck at about 30 or so. But I think Crash 2 is a very hard game, and like I say, it was always my least favourite of the Crashes for some unknown reason. Never really knew why, it was just something about it, didn't quite... I know I wasted a lot of time there, but it was kind of worth it. Again, wasting a lot of time here. Luckily, we can make a lot of that time back. Again, I don't mind doing time trials repetitively. It's just when you get some, like, really obnoxiously impossible time. That's when I have issues, because it's like, well... Oh, you're kidding! Oh, what a shame. Gutted. Alright, let's do it again. I also love the time traveling aspect of this game as well. I like that. Whereas Crash 2, it was more like themes. Like there was themed levels instead of time... like zones, I suppose. I don't know. I just preferred the layout of this one. It was like every boss had its like error. And even though every world has its own theme, you still got a variety of levels. Whereas I've noticed in Crash 4, which is the new one, every sort of hub, because it's not really worlds, it's more like hubs, you have very similar aesthetics of levels. Which I think, again, is still cool as long as it's not repetitive. And it's not with Crash 4. I've played quite a bit of it now, and it's not repetitive at all. It's actually quite good that every world is themed. And has branching paths as well. You're not limited to just the 5 levels and then a boss. You know, you have branching paths with different characters as well, which I think is really sweet. I really like that. And I've missed a mask somewhere, because I had 3 at this point last time. I'm pretty sure. I've been cheated out of a mask somewhere. Nice. It's okay, you don't really need the invincibility on this one. Because there's the end of the level. Gold, nice. Excellent, let's keep rocking and a-rolling. But yeah, I do plan on doing Crash 4 at some point, so like I said, I think I mentioned it in another episode, but yeah, if you do want to see Crash 4, like I said, stick it in the comments. I will more than likely do that. Let's go back and get that gem, because there's a blue gem path to do. And it's somewhere down here. Now, we've already got the box gem, so no worries there. I'm not too worried about that one for down there for this one. But I think this is going to be like a harder route that ends the gem. If I have like only one gripe with these remakes, and I think it's true with the original as well, the way flames work is a very strange affair. Like, you might know what I'm talking about. In Crash 2, there's the Ruination levels, and they basically, they're like, well, they are, they're ruined cities, but they have these little idols that basically breathe fire, and it's very questionable. Like, their hitbox is quite questionable, and it's the same in these levels with the flamethrower dudes. Like, their hit window is questionable at best. Oh. No! Oh. Oh well. I'll get over it. Yeah, it's questionable at best, but it is what it is. Overcome and adapt. Oh, yes, it's this one. Of course, it's this one. Yeah, the whole thing is oil. This one's all about speed. If you can keep your... It's a bit of cold, Crash. Get over it. If you can keep your speed up, generally speaking, you'll be fine. Just don't try and double jump too much, because those ceilings are very, very low. If you try and double jump, what will happen is you'll hit the top and you'll just fall flat down. And don't try and get the lives if you can help it, because there's no real reason to. And you just slide as well. That's an instant direction change. And don't get dicked by the snake. There we go, dead easy. There's nothing worse than going through all that malarkey and then getting douched over by the snake. It's like, oh, I'm a snake. I'm here to end you. It's just not fun. You know, a bit like that level, we're not going to even talk about that level. Future Frenzy. Let's do the time trial. Now, this one's a weird one because there's quite a few secrets with that one as well. So we'll definitely do the relic for now, and then... like I said, when I do my gem cleanup and secret level cleanup, I will do some research, because I can't always remember. That was a complete waste of time. Sneaky little nitro time crate there. This is one of those ones where you don't really want to... I was going to say you don't really want to stop running, but I was a few seconds off my normal routine, so... There we go. Don't try and get all 3 boxes here. It's not worth it. Not for 1 seconders. There we go. You ran straight into that. Now, it might seem a little unfair that the timer's still going when the platforms move, but you know what? Just get over it. They've obviously accounted for it, so don't worry too much. Just, that might not seem worth it, but it is. Obviously, it's 3 seconds, so it's quite a bit. It's quite a big deal. So, yeah. No, don't want to lose my mask here. Not when the invincibility is right here. Yeah, invincibility in these future levels is really useful. I think we've got one more. There we go. Let's go, so that should easily be a gold. I don't know, the future levels are always some of my least favourite. This is the thing. I say the jet ski levels are my least favourite, but that's the concept of the level, not the environment. I like the environment, I think it looks cool, I think it looks wicked. However, not a fan of the concept, whereas the Future Frenzy level, I like the concept, I just don't really like the... I find the levels a bit boring, if I'm honest. They get a bit spicier near the end, but they're okay. Alright, Tomb Raider. This is actually quite a long level because obviously you've got a lot of waiting around. But if you get going straight away, what happens is you end up on a pretty good, like, run. Because obviously the water is pre-programmed, so as long as you don't arse about too much, you should be okay, and you should easily get the gold. And this is another one of those levels that the gold, I believe, is quite... Yeah, the invincibility is not really going to do much for you. If you've already got the double jump and spin thing, it's not really going to do a great deal for you. There we go. Saves you a spin. Again, little things that cost you microseconds. But probably could have made that, to be fair. But hey, it always pays to not be a numpty. And while you're up here, do yourself a favour, get rid of a few obstacles with a bazooka if you're quick enough. Yeah, if you see the water come up like that, you're still in it. Don't be scared to just double jump and spin your way out of grief. There we go. Should easily be a gold. There we go. Wicked. Let's keep on keeping on. That's it. You pull it out your ass, Crash. So yeah, I think at this point, I think I probably will be 2 episodes for the cleanup, but that's fine. I'd rather do 2 short episodes and get everything. On tomorrow. What's the time? 2:05. Okay. This is another one of those tricksy ones with the box and a gem path as well. So yes. Now, do yourself a favour on this one. Get rid of these guys. Do yourself a favour. Make your life easy. Again, this is one of those levels where you can be slowed down a lot. You can completely bypass those and save yourself some seconds. Oh, bugger. Bugger beluga. I didn't follow my own advice there, did I? He fires right first, so always jump to the left and around. That was a risk I didn't really need to take, but hey ho, and off we go. Right, we've got our 2 masks, so we should be en route for an invincibility as long as I don't make any cock-ups. Do. And yeah, sorry for like the rambling. It's obviously, you know, I like talking about these games, especially when I'm in the zone. I believe there might be an opportunity for 2 invincibilities in this level, you know. It's quite a long level. There's the green gem. Well, yeah, don't go for that too if you know full well you're on invincibility, because what will happen is you'll break it before you hit it and you'll end up going through it. If you're not invincible, it's all... Yeah, it's 2, look. It's all gravy. If you are invincible, don't touch it. Bye. Cool. There we go, nice and easy. I think most of Cortex's levels we've done, because I know there's a bike race level and a plane level, so I think we've only got 3 levels to do. And out of all of them, I think there's only one I really struggle with, which is Flaming Passion. That's quite a hard level. Especially when you're doing it at speed. 143, yeah. It's not a long level, it's just a tricky level. There's a lot of things happening, and there's a lot of things that are there to slow you down. Like, again, like the soldiers that go backwards and forwards with the slash, and the flames as well. So, again, if you can get the bazooka and just sort of make your life easy. Some call it cheating, I call it resourcefulness. And again, don't do high jumps on these things unless you really, really have to. Bugger. Oof. There we go, 3-4 seconds there. Yeah, silly shenanigans like that really does shave your time down by quite a few seconds. That's where the invincibility is, if you are curious. However, this is actually one of the few Arabian levels you really don't need it. Again, use your masks. Don't be scared. Get them used. You don't need to keep them. You're already near the end now. Excellent. That'll easily be a gold. Ah, fantastic. Yeah, normally I struggle with that level, so I was actually quite proud that I managed to get it in one run. It's a tricky little level, that. Now, we've got one last one to do, and then we're going to end this episode and do a gem cleanup level. A gem cleanup episode. And then if we need to, there is going to be a potential 3rd bonus episode for the secret levels, because there are a few in this game. Like I said, one of them is even featured on the demo disc, which is insane when you think about it. Bug Light is a dead easy gold. Like, dead easy. Really, really straightforward. Just don't lose your head when it comes to the fireflies. Keep your running shoes on at all times, and just don't get eaten. If you can follow those 3 basic principles, you'll be gravy. Let's wait for that one, shall we? And again, the fireflies won't run out. They won't have enough time to run out. If you're using the speed shoes constantly, you'll run to the next one before you run out. So don't panic. And watch out with this invincibility, because again, this is one of those ones that can lead you astray. So be careful. However, it's really handy for this area because obviously it means you can blast through really quickly. Yeah, it always runs out around here, so all good. Yeah, there's a special gem we haven't got yet that's in this area, so... Ooh, don't think I've ever jumped on top of a crocodile before. Easy. Gold? Yeah, no problems there. I actually earned a platinum first time on this level before. It's not a difficult level to platinum. Again, I think you have to wait like a second at the start because the walls are closing and opening regardless. So if you wait a second at the start before you hit the clock, you'll be in line to get the platinum. I don't know if it'll actually tell me the platinum time or not. Yeah, it's only an extra 6 seconds. That's easy. That's easy, easy, easy. Right, that is... Oh, no, we have one left. This little mistress. No, not Road Crash. That's a different mistress. That's a mistress I don't admit I'm seeing. Okay, let's boogie. Now, I didn't discover this until quite recently, and I didn't even discover it. It was actually a friend of mine that told me about this. You can actually kill these guys. So yeah, make your life super easy. Get rid of them. Or not. Also fine. Yeah, if you shoot them with the bazooka, and you line that up right, you'll save yourself a ton of time. But yeah, I didn't know you could kill those guys. Genuinely. I mean, obviously it's not advisable for these sort of areas where you can speed through quickly, but if you're waiting for to get the clock, why not? Oh no, wasting time, wasting time. Oh no! No, 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 no! I hit him! Balls! Yeah, this is quite a tricky time trial, to be honest. And I'm not making excuses per se, it's just like, it is hard. I remember there was one of these Arabian levels that was like this. That was like... Oh, bugger. That was like really hard to gold. For some reason, it was just tricky. Yeah, timing's all over the place now. Yeah, I'll be honest, I was better off dying there. Oh, there's always one. Why don't you let me on? Quite clearly I can get on it. Alright, I need to wait like half a second when I get to that platform, obviously. Not that it actually matters at all. Nah, it's too slow. Way too slow. Okay. That's better. Or not. Very easy to lose time on these levels. Lots of things to slow you down. See, it's like that. Half a second is enough to screw you. And it means you've just got to go twice as fast for everything else. Oh no, I've been stuck there a few times in the past. In a perpetual cycle of doom. There we go. Finally. Awesome. That's great. That's all 25 relics. All gold, all better. I think they're all gold. I've got no sapphires, no platinums, which is fine. I'm all gravy with that. So, thank you very much for joining me for this bonus episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And in the next episode, we're going to go after the gems and some secret levels. And once we've got everything, we will go beat Cortex one last time. So, until next time, guys, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next episode, where we'll discover what this big, threatening platform is right in the middle. I think we've already told you, but it's fine. So, from me, from Coco, thank you very much. Take care, bye-bye for now, and stay safe, my friends.